To be or not to be, that is the question. Whether 'tis nobler in the mind to suffer the slings and arrows of outrageous fortune, or to take arms against a sea of troubles and by opposing end them, to die, to sleep no more, and by a sleep to say we end the heartache and the thousand natural shocks that flesh is heir to, 'tis a consummation devoutly to be wished. To die, to sleep, perchance to dream, aye, there's the rub. For in that sleep of death what dreams may come when we have shuffled off this mortal coil. Must give us pause, there's the respect that makes calamity of so long life. For who would bear the whips and scorns of time, the oppressor's wrong, the proud man's contumely, the pangs of despised love that the laws delay, the insolence of office and the spurns that patient merit of the unworthy takes, when he himself might his quietus make with a bare bodkin? Who would Fardell's bear? To grunt and sweat under a weary life, that the dread of something after death, the undiscovered country, from whose bourne no traveler returns, puzzles the will, and makes us rather bear those ills we have than fly to others that we know not of. Thus conscience does make cowards of us all, and thus the native hue of resolution is sicklied o'er with the pale cast of thought, and enterprises of great pith and movement with this regard their currents turn awry.
Welcome to Worst Impressions. I am your host, Eric Anderson, and on this show, well, we suck. I wasn't processing a single word I was saying.
I was in a flow state.
We were like, what should we do for a cold open? And I was like, open that book and just start reading.
Just ramble.
So what act is Hamlet's to be or not to be?
This is the only thing I know.
That was awesome, dude. So we've got Lucas Tice back here in the studio.
Hello, everybody.
This time on video. Oh, on video cassette.
In 3D.
Oh, put on your 3D glasses. Ooh, what was the first movie you saw in 3D?
Oh,
I know mine.
Was there did they do the Jurassic Park 3 in 3D? I don't know.
They did I believe they did a Jurassic Park like re-release on 3D.
Maybe. I don't know. There was Piranha 3D. I don't think I saw that.
Piranha was pretty late in the game for 3D.
Yeah.
Did you see Avatar in 3D? Or did you just see it in regular?
Yeah, I must have seen it. I fell asleep in the middle of that movie, but that was kind of late too. There had to be something.
I saw Spy Kids 3D.
Oh yeah. I would have definitely seen that. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Robert Rodriguez. He's an Austin filmmaker.
Oh yeah, he is.
He's one of ours.
Yeah,
one of us.
I hang out with him all the time. I was like, how'd you do that, dude?
How was it blue and red?
How'd you make it come out of the screen? And how did you make those games look like such real games we would play on games? Like, that was my biggest problem with any video game kid movie when we were growing up.
Yeah, they would have like horrible, shitty versions of Doom and stuff.
Yeah, I was like, they have no idea what video games are.
I started watching The Sopranos.
I think
Los Sopranos.
Yeah,
But all of the video game scenes in that are perfect. The kid is playing an N64 and like playing
really
the shit I played when I was little. He was playing Blast Core, just like a obscure rare game. It was bad.
Yeah,
But you're just a big robot blowing stuff up. And so as a kid, it's like,
okay. Which is funny because like that's the one show like kids were not watching when
yeah,
it aired.
not at all, but they nailed it.
Yeah. Every time it was always par for the course. They cut to a kid playing video games and they're like grabbing the controller and like
slamming
all of the buttons. And I was like,
granted, that is how you play fighting games.
how you play a fighting game, but like
not platformers.
Yeah,
Like,
not Super Mario Brothers.
Mario.
My God.
Or they're playing something totally random and made up for the movie, but it's playing Mario sounds. Like, I recognize that
all the time.
There's been something where it's just like they're playing Super Mario 3, and then the screen is not Super Mario 3.
It's just Halo 2.
Yeah,
like they're playing Halo 2 on a PlayStation 1 controller with Mario sounds. That's
like just
every single time. It's like set director doesn't communicate with the sound designer, like the Foley artist.
They need to check with kids.
Yeah, but now I think it's getting a little better.
Probably. Yeah, because it's easier to just fake something, like make footage in a little emulator or something.
You know, a good trope is someone with a portable gaming device, like a Game Boy, in a scene, and it's like making super loud sounds.
Oh, sure.
Like there's like
you had to get the speaker add-ons for that.
Yeah,
the, like attachments.
No one's playing with sound on those things. And also the sounds that it's like there's no game that makes that sound on a Game Boy Advance or a Nintendo DS. But
it's too many bits.
Yeah. Okay. So Lucas, let's some people might be seeing you for the first time. Who knows?
Hello, strangers.
Hello strangers that watch the pod. You're my favorite listeners / viewers. Tell the Wimp Nation about yourself. Let's start from the very beginning.
Okay. I was born in Waco.
What?
I've been here forever. No, I was born in Waco. We moved around a lot when I was little, so I lived in Minnesota for a little bit.
Minnesota,
near the Mall of America up there.
Oh, do you have any memories of that?
I think so. I think I remember walking.
Or you just made up ones from like movies.
Yeah, I probably mashed some stuff together, but it feels like a formative kind of nightmare memory of walking up over like a big thing, and I had like a shoe fall through the stairs. It was like open stairs, and I don't know.
Sure.
This could have been a nightmare just on its own,
right.
but I blame the Mall of America for my fear of heights because of that.
Oh, sure. How many?
So I would have been like 4.
I would
3
like
or
to
4.
Go.
So that's
you think it's any good memory.
Now? Probably. It's like the biggest. There's like an amusement park in it. There's a lot going on in the Mall of America.
Yeah, it would take.
It's our mall, technically. We are American.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I do own it. I do partially own it.
You're a taxpayer.
Yeah. Okay, sorry, I got you off track.
Minnesota, I think some Michigan, and then we moved back to Texas. My mom worked for, or she was getting a library degree. She's a librarian.
Dude, that's so sick.
So she moved around to some different schools before we locked in Waco. My dad did a bunch of different jobs. He had a bunch of different stuff going on. But
sure. We all have that dad that had a lot going on.
Sure. I don't want to get into slander or anything, but
sure.
He jumped around jobs a lot.
So
we'll just leave it there.
Dude.
But
you had a dad with a job, dude. That's pretty fucking sick, bro.
It's true.
I've never heard of that before. Okay.
But I was locked down in Waco from kindergarten on. So like through all grade school, I was a Waco boy.
Okay.
So I was born and raised, I guess.
Nice.
So I don't know if that's good.
Sure. No, I mean, hey, you know, it is what it is, brother. We got Dr. Pepper.
Yeah, Dr. Pepper, Colts.
So, okay, tell me about like a Little Lucas. What you have? I know your interests now.
Yeah.
But like, what cultivated those interests? Like, obviously, video games early on.
Yeah. I played a lot of video games growing up. I was always just like super. I don't know if it was early on if it was escapism, but I always liked
Sure.
like the fantasy worlds and stuff. Like I was
Yeah,
more
absolutely.
engaged with EverQuest than I was the real Earth.
And EverQuest for
It's an
those.
old MMO.
If I was like, it's just say fucking World of Warcraft, dude.
Yeah, I mean, I played WoW too.
Like, for the sake of everybody listening, just say World of Warcraft.
I played, but
That's
I was
what I want to tell Josh when he brings up RuneScape.
Yeah,
I'm just
dude.
like, just shut the fuck up and say World of Warcraft.
That's
I don't
true.
care.
That's true.
No,
I do. I find solace with Josh's RuneScape habits
No,
because I did a lot of that.
I appreciate it because I definitely have like the same niche, not the same niche interest, but like different ones, of course. That I
Yeah.
was like, EverQuest is like World of Warcraft,
Yeah.
but
It came out first.
yeah, it was
It was
first.
before that was Ultima Online, and that was
Ooh.
like for 50-year-old men now. 50 now.
50-year-old
But
men, and
I
then
was a small child. I was in EverQuest 2 came out in 5th grade.
and you were
So
just
I was 11.
and you were just unleashed on these
And
online
it was,
servers.
Yeah, it was like the early internet, so it was just horrible people. Well, not even horrible people, but
It's like, let me backtrack. There was
Everyone was
not
awful.
horrible people, guys. I
It
was fine.
The internet was a neutral space, and everyone was anonymous. And anonymity brings out a lot of rough parts of people.
Hell
and
yeah.
people were in this little game world where you could like screw people over and
Mhm.
whatever.
Yeah, because you
So
know,
people were like actually living out as bandits and
so
WoW and stuff.
do you
on
know-
the PvP servers?
like, what was like the first game? I don't even know. This might not be a question for us, but like the first game that like allowed two players to trade items, because I feel like that.
Oh, I don't know.
I mean, like that is a huge leap in like.
Probably Ultima.
Okay.
I think because that was, I mean, EverQuest 1 came out in 99. So even that was pretty early, but I think Ultima was like 95 or something. It was like really early on. There's probably some like,
Because that game action, you know, is a catalyst for
it creates a whole
interaction.
marketplace.
Yes.
It's like it creates an economy within the games. Like
And it
EVE
creates-
Online is crazy.
Creates predators.
Yeah. I easily could have been groomed by all of these strange old men playing a
It's like, dude, that's
child's game.
hilarious. That's so hilarious that you could have been, dude.
I totally wasn't.
Okay, so EverQuest,
So I played a lot of video games and
for sure.
went through school. I did. I was a band kid.
You were very smart. You were in all of the
I was
special,
in all AP stuff. I was
gifted,
in
and
gifted and talented,
and all that stuff.
which I think did a number on my brain. But
yeah,
there's some studies about all of that, like burnout,
about like people.
GT,
About
the
people.
GT program.
People telling you that you're really smart, and then challenging you, maybe like over challenging you.
Yeah, and it like
and
fucks
then-
with your expectations of yourself.
Yeah, and then
stuff.
so you use up all of your energy when you're a child.
Yeah.
like you do not want to do that anymore once you graduate. High
Yeah,
school.
I think they're starting to lean away from those kinds of programs.
I fucking would, because like I didn't even get into gifted and talented, but I was like, all right, I'm gonna try. And
Yeah.
like it was like trying too hard,
Honestly,
like, for
though,
no reason.
GT early on was just like little mind game puzzles. We would just do puzzles all day. We'd get out of class and go fuck around in some random other room and do puzzles for like 2 hours.
Mm.
And they would tell us how smart we were
Mm.
and that we're like special. And then we would do, we did like a collection project once. That's all I remember, literally.
It's like we were collecting bugs. This might not have been gifted and talented. We just had puzzles and crayons. Like
Maybe that was in special ed.
We could have been. I'm getting my wires crossed here. I actually don't remember what they were telling me at all.
That's true.
It's a little fuzzy. Okay, so this is Lucas.
Hello.
So tell us about your interest now.
Yeah.
Who have you become, Lucas?
I've after high school, I went through a few different majors through college. I jumped around schools a lot because I was trying to just figure out what I am.
100%.
Because I never had like a passion for a career. Like I never really visualized like what a career path is. Like I don't know.
No, I'm with you because I used to tell my mom, I was like, I don't want to end up in a lab coat in some laboratory, Mom.
Yeah.
Like I was like, I'm an artist.
Yeah.
I remember specifically saying that, like, and she was just like, "What fucking lab coat? Who are you?" It's like, unless you're
at the science store.
yeah, like unless you're gonna be a doctor, you don't get a fucking coat.
Yeah.
It's like, who the fuck do you think you are? And I was like, I don't know, Mom. I don't want to use my brain.
Well, I was
man.
always terrified of the office job, like just the grind of all of it. I think my head was just too in the clouds of like, I don't know.
We had weird media and stigma against.
I love Fight Club, and Fight Club was
Yeah.
like super, just like,
Like, dude,
fuck society,
Yeah.
just break
It's like,
out
if
of
you
whatever.
do one
I mean,
of
on
these jobs-
surface level,
Yeah.
but
Yeah. The Office, like The Office, like romanticized it, but also it was just like, oh wait, but they all hate it. Like Jim hates it, and
yeah.
So
And
you're
it was
just
all the fun parts were them like
It was like-
outside of work,
right.
in their like
I was
relationships.
like, well,
and
that would be
stuff,
fun
not
if my
the-
boss was Steve Carell.
Yeah, of course.
But yeah, so
But-
there was a weird stigma about it because I know what you mean. Like it's
Yeah.
hard to visualize what that.
And I was
career
always
thing is.
I was always super math inclined. Like I was very just I've always been good with numbers. Like it just makes sense in my head, just
Yeah,
theory
no,
stuff. And so I did really good in calculus, and then but I didn't want to do that. Like I didn't want to go get a math degree. And I ended up in computer science because I love computers. I was
Yeah.
playing on computers all the time.
Makes sense.
But I'd never coded. I'd never like sat down and learned programming at all.
Bro, what the fuck is coding?
Yeah,
Dude,
right?
like,
Exactly. That's what I was like.
So
Getting into college.
I see advertisements all the time. Just like it's like learn how to code in 6 months and you could be making $200K a year. And I'm just like, what is coding? Like what the fuck is coding? And I remember back to like joining all of the like UIL stuff. I remember joining me and I need to talk about this with Josh.
Didn't y'all do accounting?
We did account. We were like throwing like just tacks at a wall and seeing what would stick. So we like did accounting and we did
All the obscure ones.
a computer science one, and it was like Java.
Yeah.
Java fuck. I don't
Just learn
fucking know.
Java.
And like the guy handed us a book and I was just like, I ain't fucking reading this, dude. I'm not learning. I was like, this is not a computer, bro. This is a book.
This is too extracurricular.
So, yeah, I have no idea what that is. Like, what do you do?
It's just the language. What I was going to be doing was specifically software engineering, which is just creating programs. And it's just honestly a computer science job starts out kind of just being like a code monkey, and you're just fixing code. You're writing a language out to tell a computer what to do at the base level of it. You're speaking with the computer in computer language, Python or Java or whatever, and you're writing out a program that's just like a structured thing, and the computer just operates the program you write.
Right.
And it was more of like it's kind of like learning a language. Like it's a linguistic kind of process, all of it. And
yeah.
I had never actually sat and coded at all. And they said that the program was like, it doesn't matter. You can learn from ground zero and like be fine by the end of the whatever. But also 93% of you will drop out of this degree.
See, that's insane. That's insane to be. That's insane. That's an insane thing to be
so
said.
it's not. So
Yeah.
it's clearly not.
I was like, cool, man. Thanks. Like, whoa.
And everyone else, I went from being like top 10% in high school to
Mhm.
being super average because everyone
Right.
going to the computer science program was like elite
Yeah,
level.
they're just computers on wheels. At
They
that
had
point.
crazy SAT scores and stuff, and
Dude, SATs.
that always
God.
it got to me.
It,
But
oh my God.
so I just didn't like it.
For sure.
I just didn't like it.
So fast, like but now
Yeah,
you
So
are like
I've locked in.
you're locked in. All right.
I'm
Okay.
locked in. I love food.
Hell yeah.
I'm gonna make food for people
Yeah.
indefinitely.
Dude.
And get really good at it.
It's like food and plumbing, like everybody's gonna need it. You
Yeah,
know what I mean?
dude.
So
Both ends.
no one's gonna want just like a pill. Everybody's gonna, I'm gonna want a cheeseburger.
Yeah. I can make a cheeseburger with
Hell
my
yeah.
bare hands. And then people eat it and it's delicious.
what is your favorite thing to make? Is it sweet or savory?
I've been I don't know if I was ever like fully on a sweets person.
Hmm.
Like
Okay.
I like key lime pie. I don't know. I like a lot of desserts, but lately I've been a lot more savory and more trying to do like weird acid and sweet stuff, like sweet sour things.
Okay. Like what's an example of that? Like a key lime pie or
well, yeah, I just made a blueberry balsamic compote, which is like
Oh.
a blueberry vinegar sauce thing. So it was really good on a sandwich.
balsamic.
Balsamic vinegar.
That balsamic like always throws me a little too much and it's fucked up.
It's really strong.
So you have to
flavor.
like it's a
Yeah.
fun, it's a dance.
But it's I believe balsamic is from it's a wine. Vinegar comes from alcohol. Alcohol slowly denatures over time and turns into vinegar.
okay.
So like red wine vinegar was red wine, and then you
Oh.
basically just let it sit in the pantry until it turns into vinegar.
Oh wow.
There's a bacteria that comes in and makes a little like with kombucha, there's a little SCOBY at the bottom, the little bacteria disc.
Yeah.
The mother.
Yeah.
Those create vinegar too.
Okay.
So red wine vinegar was red wine that went bad.
Interesting.
So if you leave wine out, you'll eventually have vinegar. But balsamic is made from, I think it's a wine made from unripe grapes.
Okay.
So they're very like, it's still a grape thing. It is like a wine vinegar, but it's like really specific, the process of it.
I've never been a wine guy.
Me neither.
Well, yeah.
I never was.
yeah, sure.
I used to drink, but I never really drank wine.
Yeah.
I never went down that hole.
Yeah, wine. Somebody actually bring me a good wine.
Yeah.
Like if you guys are coming to the show, just bring me a good wine and we'll drink.
Show him the way.
Show me a good wine.
Because I wanted to. There were times where I was like, I want to know
would be-
like the difference between the reds and stuff.
It'd be
and
kind of cool
when
to be
use
like,
this and that.
yeah.
I kind of need to now, like at least for pairings.
Oh
kinda,
right. Yeah.
Just thinking about it at least.
Yeah.
Oh, but to answer your question, I like making braised short rib.
Braised short rib. So
Short rib's really good.
what is the difference between a short rib and a long rib?
I mean,
No, seriously,
I don't know if I know. I mean, I assume a long rib would be just the big old beef rib you get at a barbecue place. A big old barbecue beef rib.
big old rib.
Because that's the
Rib
front of the rib cage. I think the short ribs are the back. So it's like the little ribs in the back of the animal.
Okay.
So they
Okay.
just cut off a little bit. I don't know. I guess that would be baby back ribs for pork, for pigs. It's the
God.
back of the baby back.
I want my baby back. I want my baby back. When was the last time you've been to Chili's, dude?
Oh, it's been a while. I used to go all the time.
Yeah, it
As a kid growing up.
it used to be the bomb, but
The chicken crispers.
oh, dude,
Honey Chipotle.
honey chipotle chicken crisp.
You're right there.
The triple dipper, man. You know,
It's a pretty good deal.
you get, you know, a couple thousand calories later, you're
Little
just
sliders.
Oh my god, dude. Oh man, it's like, yeah, I'll just have the triple dipper as my entree, please.
I hope Chili's is still good.
I bet it is.
Oh, I just saw a little meme of do you remember the kids cups they had that had like little cartoon characters all over it?
Yeah,
I wouldn't if I didn't just see a picture of it, but
Okay.
I saw it. I'll send it to you later.
got it.
I was like, I had this kids cup.
That's something I had.
That is my life.
Is there what is your if you can pull it? I know this is kind of a curveball, but like something that was discontinued as a child that you wish you could bring back.
McDonald's had chicken snack wraps,
Dude,
and there was a
dude, those were
spicy barbecue one.
yeah,
And it was just I think just a chicken tender, but it was like a decent chicken tender
One
in
tender.
a tortilla with some shredded cheddar cheese and lettuce and
lettuce.
a bunch of sauce.
and a bunch of sauce.
And it was probably cheap. I don't know if I got it.
I think back in the day, it was a
Probably
dollar.
a dollar.
It was a dollar menu.
Everything's
item.
$1.
Not anymore.
It's like 12.
But why?
I don't know why though. They were
why-
something about it was the sauce. It was a really good barbecue sauce, and they never used it on anything else.
They were so good.
It was like kind of light. You could eat a couple.
I am mad that those are gone.
I think they had a ranch one, probably
There is a
American sauce.
there is a Capri Sun variant that like plagues me to this day.
Ooh,
And some people don't remember it, but it was just a regular Capri Sun.
it wasn't
Just-
like a movie crossover.
no, just regular Capri Sun juice. You get it at a gas station in a tall aluminum can. And they were so cold
Ooh.
and like like I was like, oh god. And I would chug those fuckers after school, just like
I would.
like 400 grams of sugar straight to the dome. But yeah, there was something about it being in that aluminum can that was awesome,
Yeah,
and it being like
you
a
feel
special
like an adult.
a special treat at the gas station. But
And
yeah,
it was Capri Sun not in a pouch.
Yeah,
It's like
it was
special
special.
Capri Sun.
and people do not remember it.
I don't. I don't.
There are
I think I've
pictures of
seen
it.
it in like you can get jugs of Capri Sun. I think
Whoa.
like a gallon of it. I've probably seen.
Do you believe the like the mold in the bottom of the Capri Sun pouches? Like, did you see
That
that?
there is mold there.
That like even way before the expiration date on them, they like
Oh, they're just prone to be moldy. That's probably
because
true.
because you can't see inside of them.
Yeah, and there's folds on it. It's like not an even shape.
Yeah, but like Kool-Aid Jammers, they had the clear backs, so
Yeah.
it was like
So you
hey.
can see it. I don't know
Hey,
if I ever
we're not
remember.
lying to y'all. Like, there's no
Yeah.
there's no mold in ours. It was such a thing for a hot minute. I think at the beginning of this year, or last year.
Okay,
But I was like, oh yeah,
that is scary.
no one's seeing the inside of the Capri Sun. You know,
Yeah.
it could just be sludge.
it could
in
be
there.
Everclear.
It's like these kids love this shit. Holy fuck.
Altoid sours were really good too.
Oh, Altoid sours. Now,
Tangerine. There's mango. There's a guy that's remade them.
TikTok's
in
all about them.
Florida,
Yeah, I'm sure it might be the same guy, probably.
probably.
But
He owns a candy company in like Tallahassee or something. I'm gonna dox him.
Altoid sours were mouthwatering.
They're really good. I've really loved sour candy. I always have.
Yeah,
I've
you-
always like pushed the line.
You would
with
always
sourness.
You're just like, hey, dude, this ball of sour candy is illegal. Put it in your mouth. I'm
Yeah.
like, wow,
Barnett's
yeah, you got it.
on Amazon.
I could like you would show up with like just a regular Ziploc bag. I was just like, it's like, could you just bring something?
this special candy.
It's like, could you just bring something with a label, please?
I had to order it from overseas.
Oh man, sorry about my wheezing, but I have. Luckily, thank you, Lucas, for coming back. I was falling ill for a few days.
Yeah.
Post
Was you better now? You feeling better?
a little. I mean,
Okay.
for the most part, I thought it'd be much better today, but I still have like a
Tickle.
Yeah,
Yeah. My sinuses are a little.
Something-
I'll probably be sick tomorrow.
something about something about the air right now is
Yeah.
fucked up. But we were just at 4th of July
The wind
party,
blew it in.
and I gotta tell a story because like you were there, so
Yeah.
I can't tell it any other time. Just like 1 second. But we're playing this game Jackbox, and if you've never played Jackbox before, it's an interactive game. Everybody logs in using your phone, so you can have a bunch of players.
Yeah.
And there's different games on there, all different party games, whatever. And you use the TV, and everybody uses their phone to answer questions. Blah 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 blah.
One of them's kind of like Pictionary.
Yeah, you can draw
You
like
draw
hilarious
stuff and people
pictures.
guess stuff
Most
and
likely, it's just gonna be dicks.
Everyone's bad at it because it's on your phone.
Yeah, it's like, oh, it's hilarious, but it's bad. But we're playing Jackbox, and there's like this question and answer, and like whoever answers with the funniest answer wins the most points. And it's like 2 people go head to head for each answer or whatever.
Yeah.
And we get to one, and it's like everybody there knows me and like knows I got a podcast or whatever. But the question is, I swear, and we don't choose these questions, and it just goes.
It's all totally randomized. I've never even seen that one.
It just goes, name a podcast you would never listen to. And like, as soon as the question popped up, I was like, oh, somebody's gonna say mine. That's hilarious.
I went
That's
there
so funny, you know.
Yeah.
And then the 2 people that got to submit their answers, like, clearly didn't know the name of my podcast or anything, and didn't answer with it. And I was like, oh man,
I wish.
I was like, I kind of wish you guys were slamming me right now, but this is even worse.
Yeah. I take the joke in stride.
Yeah. I was like, oh, they really don't give a fuck. Like, I was like, I totally understand. I totally get it. It was nice and humbling. I was dying laughing. I thought that was the funniest.
If I got that prompt, I would have immediately put yours.
I know. I was, which is
like, oh, he's in the room. Of
I
course.
was like, oh yeah, that would be a hilarious slam.
Yeah.
And but it was an even funnier
because people
slam.
would vote for it.
Exactly.
Because that wins votes.
Yes.
Ultimately.
But it was an even funnier, denser, realer slam
Yeah.
that it was just not mentioned whatsoever. Oh my God. I was dying. And I haven't forgot about it. It's so funny. Okay. We got to do because you've been on here a couple times.
Yeah.
I've never asked you the question.
Yes.
If you were in a battle royale with 50 people from across the globe, 18 plus, randomly selected, all equipped with a melee weapon of their choice, what weapon would you choose?
So I listened to this too. So I've heard everyone's answers at this point. And Mikey's was very good.
Mikey, yeah.
He was very thorough
Mikey
with his
the Rock
spear
Man.
and stuff. And I was almost worried. I think I still have a very good answer.
Okay.
And ironically, in the episode that came out 2 weeks ago now, based on whatever time is.
You won't be able to hit it. It'll be
Okay.
Yeah.
The last episode that came out as we're recording,
Okay, got it.
you mentioned as you were asking the question, you said a shield,
Yeah.
which is my answer. No one has said a shield.
Just a shield?
Well, I mean, you started to say that you could dual wield, but that
Yeah,
was
I don't
new.
know.
That was new, but I don't know.
I feel like there's like maybe a weight limit.
Yeah,
like,
but I don't need to. I would just take a shield.
Sure.
If just to simplify it, to keep it at one thing, but like a half kite shield, like pretty substantial, but not over heavy, so I can still kind of move around with it.
With a pointy end.
Probably
that
with a
you
point on it, but like I can take a weapon, right?
Yeah.
From the ground.
I mean, it's
So,
battle.
yeah, I can get a weapon.
Once you're going, it's battle royale.
Yeah, all these people are like
That's true.
full berserker mode, just
That's
like I'm
true.
gonna count my kills up, and
That's true.
I'm gonna live a little bit with a shield, and then just pick up a spear, Mikey's spear off the ground.
Because here's the thing: once I get enough episodes, I'll just do a super cut of everybody's answer, and it's like, all right, who would win out of these 50 answers?
But I think, I mean, like the shields are important. Spartans had shields and
That's
their
a
little
really-
alignments and stuff.
Yeah. I think
They
it's
do
a
the
really
little
good
bubbles and
answer.
stuff, and you can beat someone up with a shield.
You
too.
can
like you can fully,
You can stab them. Like
Yeah.
if you have the point, you can stab them.
yeah, just blade it up,
Yeah.
and then just take a spear, take
And
a
then take their weapons.
big old hammer or something. I think I feel like no one's like armored. Everyone's just like the clothes they were wearing at the time or something, or in uniforms.
I think uniform probably. Like just
Like
like a
a-
jumpsuit.
Yeah.
That like
Something
You-
vague.
you have a number between 1 and 50.
Yeah.
And it's just like, all right, number 33's got a shield.
Because
you know?
then I wonder if blunt stuff like a club or a mace or something would be better in that situation. Because
Somebody did
the-
say mace. I can't remember who, but
Yeah. Someone said a flail.
oh yeah, flail.
It's
I
kind
think
of a mace.
Cammy might have said
Yeah.
flail.
But I feel like that would do better because you can like fuck up someone's knee.
Yeah,
And then
I
they're on
mean,
the ground.
and
And, then you can hit them in the head.
Most of these people, like, are not going to be ready.
Yeah,
to
the
do this.
average person is like,
I think for the
just
sake of
chilling.
these rules, it is just going to be the 50 people that answer these questions. Like, so just like,
okay.
so just
Well,
like
shit.
build it. It's like you will be fighting Mikey and Josh.
Yeah, I'd be worried about Josh and Mikey. Man, they would kill me.
I know.
Mikey would hunt me.
Mikey would watch. So Mikey would watch Josh kill you, and then kill Josh while he's
Take
like
my shield.
while Josh is like like breathing, like trying to catch his breath after killing you.
Yeah, I think people would definitely target Josh though. Like
Oh,
early on,
100%,
some
that's
like
true.
male ego stuff would take over, and they'd be like, "I gotta kill the biggest guy.
Yeah, everybody
I
would
gotta go after him."
Like, everybody kill him real
Yeah,
quick.
take him down first, get it over with.
No, he would
Make sure he doesn't win.
he would trip and fall and die. Like it would be something so stupid.
His own sword.
His jumpsuit wouldn't fit. Like, and that would be a problem.
Sleeveless.
He's like, no, and he would be blaming it, like just like how there'd be some glitch in Halo as to why he lost. Just like, it's like, oh, this fucking jumpsuit, I guess. Love you, Josh. Yeah, dude, it would be, and the whole time, it's just me like on a floating platform with
yeah,
like
you
a.
have to be the Hunger Games
The
queen, like
announcer's like,
floating up
hello.
there.
It's like, oh, one of my friends just got
The
decapitated.
fantastical costume.
It's like, woo. Yeah. Oh my god.
I would pay to watch that, even if I died in it. I would want to watch it rerun.
So yeah, that's a really good answer. I'm glad someone did Shield because
Yeah, I thought it was funny that you. I don't know if you had ever like gave it as an example before, but you did.
I don't
this
think
last
I've
time,
ever
like,
given
right
it.
as I was thinking about
I
it.
do remember giving it an example the last time I said it, but yeah, like
I've been there. I've been sitting on that.
because it's such a good. It's more in a game sense. It's
I'm
more
metaing.
health.
I'm
Yeah.
playing the meta game.
Exactly. Well, anyways, if you were given an opportunity to be like entry level, just thrown into something, and you get to choose what it is, and you have to fake your way to the top of whatever it is, what do you think you could do? Like, it could be like a certain company, it could be an organization, it could be a fantasy world. It doesn't matter. Like, it could be in Hogwarts, whatever, something like that.
Yeah.
An organization, but you can't be good at it. You just have to like, I think I could
Just BS.
BS this the whole time. Like, because I feel like we did this a lot in high school.
That's my entire school experience. Be a student.
yeah.
I could probably be like in a dark version of myself. I could probably do really good in finance, like shady crypto finance stuff.
Okay.
Because all that is, I mean, the career is bullshitting
For sure.
for a lot of that.
That's
like
true.
the
Yeah.
sleazy kind of rug pull stuff.
like yeah,
just
like
pump and dump. It's all just marketing hype, and you just like get a bunch of people to follow it, and you just
Like,
you
yeah,
steal
man.
money from them.
now's the time to buy a boat. Like it's like so boats are doing really well right now.
Yeah.
Everybody buy a boat.
I think I would need to have like a psychotic break for that to happen, for me to go into like hard sales, like shady sales.
Yeah.
Cause I would feel bad now, like as normal
Sure.
me.
It depends.
Because I'm specifically talking about like robbing people of money and lying about it.
Oh, it's like
Not the actual normal finance world of responsible investments and
you're literally
dividends.
it's like I'm pretty sure they're just stealing the whole time.
Yeah.
Uh
But I would be really good at it.
yeah,
I
like
think. I don't know.
yeah, if you needed to. Like if it was just like you were forced to at gunpoint, yeah, like you could do it.
Because that's a ripe field for there's always a sucker.
Yeah.
There's
The
always a mark.
American Psycho type thing.
Yeah.
Sure.
I watched that for the first time
Really?
like last year.
it's a good
and
movie.
It was really good.
Pretty nuts though.
It's written by a woman.
Makes sense.
It's very I don't know. I don't know
I
where
mean,
to go with that.
like,
but it
'cause
is like a female perspective,
it's
kind
like-
of on the
yeah, like
toxic
the
masculinity
toxic
culture.
masculinity,
and all
like
that.
how it's basically like a masturbatory like
Yeah, it's
like,
all ego.
I
It's
got-
total ego. It's just like
money in my abs.
Patrick Bateman is a concept. I am
Yeah.
a concept. That kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like if I really
Yeah.
broke, I could go there.
So I can get there, no problem. The guy that killed people, like killed
Yeah,
hookers,
without all the killing stuff, too. I don't need to do
I could
that.
totally get there, dude. It would be no
Is
problem.
serial killer a job?
It's like I could definitely fake that, dude. Wouldn't that be insane?
To be a fake serial killer?
Like that would be a really funny, like I don't know who.
Just trying to convince people that you are one without ever
and
killing anyone.
No one believes you.
Yeah.
You're just like, no. I've killed
I've
killed
killed
so
so-
many people, dude. Like it's
I've
insane.
killed a legion of men.
You'll never find him. You'll never find him.
I think there was a guy that did that. There was like a serial killer that just confessed to shit all the time.
And he was never.
He was
true?
like just addicted to confessing to crimes, and like it really clogged up the system. Because
you
they were
could
like,
be
we need to find the killer. He's like, I totally did it.
You could be addicted to anything, but you're addicted to confessing for crimes.
For kidnappings.
What kind of insane deal with the devil did he make?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't remember. I should remember his name.
He's like, it's like, hey,
But-
I'll give you this, but you will be addicted to something for the rest of your life. He's like, all right, addiction, I can take it. And
it could
he's
be
like,
water. It could be.
he's like, addicted to confessing. I didn't even think of that.
Yeah, it's so abstract.
He's like, holy shit! It's like the devil knows no bounds. Oh my god. Well, did you hear about Ellen DeGeneres? How she's retiring?
No.
I just,
I'm a big Ellen fan, everyone. Of
Hey,
course.
dude, she didn't do it. All right, she wasn't.
She was just being a good boss. When you really get down to it, she was trying to make sure everyone was getting their jobs done
Yeah.
on time. And sometimes you have to be a little harsh with
I didn't
people.
look-
You have to be honest with people.
I haven't looked into it at all, but
I think
Yeah.
she's just a mean
whatever.
person.
I think they're like.
I really don't know anything about Ellen.
I bet if we looked in, we would find some insane like studio bosses.
She's married to the
chick from Arrested Development.
yeah, I don't remember her name, but it's something vaguely Italian, maybe
Yes, Rossi.
something to Rossi,
LaRossi. Portia.
Portia,
De
Rossi,
Rossi.
something. Yeah, that sounds right.
Yeah, it is. I know it is. No, I'm Will Arnett. And I know it is.
She was cool.
Do you? Oh yeah, Arrested Development. What was your first like TV show that you saw when you were a kid that you were not supposed to see?
That was one of them. I was
Was one?
thinking about that the other day.
Yeah.
actually, surprisingly.
Because I think I don't want to speak for Mikey, but I think that was one of his too. Because I
Yeah.
remember talking about him when
that
we were
was
kids.
right. Must have been 2002 because
Yeah,
there
it
was
was
a lot
early.
of like Osama bin Laden stuff.
Yeah, it was a lot of like Middle East
with
stuff
Saddam.
in that show.
It's very of the 9/11 era,
Mm-hmm.
but my dad would show us stuff like that. Like we watched that when that was on cable, and we got the DVDs of it, so we watched that a bunch.
It
as
changed
kids.
like sitcoms.
It's so cool. All the
changed TV
inside
forever.
jokes, like the running jokes and stuff. That's why I love It's Always Sunny too. They kind of did the same thing with all the running jokes in it.
Oh yeah, we've talked about your affinity for.
That's probably my favorite.
Do you want to share your tattoo?
Oh, I just got a dumb.
And what is it? What is it? I'm assuming you will share it to your Instagram.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
Cool. Maybe
here.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't care.
Sure.
In the last episode of the second season of It's Always Sunny, Mac and Charlie are trying to restart a relationship with Mac's dad, who's been in prison their whole life. And they go in and see him, and he tells them to smuggle heroin up their ass and to bring to him to sell heroin.
Nice.
And they need to be tough and hard. So to go be hard, Max starts working out. There's a scene. It's a very quick thing.
Okay.
But there's just a scene where Mac is working out. He's doing bench, and Charlie is just stick and poke, scribbling bad news into his arm with a needle.
Yeah.
And is tattooing bad news on his arm to become bad. But he stops after the W and ends at just bad new. And then in like 5 points throughout the rest of the show, you see his arm, and he still has that tattoo. So they have the running.
That's crazy.
They have the consistent, like his arm is never shown because he's wearing jackets or whatever.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
But there's a few points where it's still there the whole time.
That's
it's a little running dick. So I got that on my arm.
Nice. And now it's
Forever.
Now it's permanent on you. That's sick, dude.
But I love the Arrested Development too.
Dude, Arrested Development was a huge deal.
Job was my favorite as a kid because it's just
it's Job. I'm Will Arnett, and this is Smartless. Welcome to Smartless.
Oh, I can't do Jason Bateman. That's a tough one.
Jason Bateman's a hard impression.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, okay.
Just sighing all the time.
Michael Sarah.
It's just Morty.
I just started doing Morty.
That is basically what he did.
Just
an anxious boy.
I guess I'll be going now.
Okay, Dad. We're going to Mexico.
Dude, Morty, like talking about like super graphic sexual stuff is always funny.
Have you seen the pilot for Rick and Morty?
Is it not the first episode?
No, there's like a rough, it's like 3 or 4 minutes long or something. And it's really graphic. It's just like, come on, Morty, you gotta suck on my balls. It's like fully pornographic.
I think I have
He's like
seen
getting Morty to suck his dick or something. And it's like super vivid. It's horrible. But that got greenlit as a show.
He was like, that's awesome.
Yeah, someone was like, we need more of this. Less full penetration.
It was like keep the kid doing stuff to his grandpa, like keep
it could still be abusive.
So, maybe don't include that part. Maybe just put that in a treasure chest and bury it in the backyard.
Yeah.
With my corpse.
But it's pretty brutal. It's probably on YouTube.
No, yeah, definitely.
You can go look it up.
Definitely. Yeah, go look it up, everybody. Definitely go look it up. There is a game you wanted to play.
Oh, sure.
Okay, explain the game.
I think it's an improv game.
Okay.
So some improvisation.
Ooh.
Yeah, I gotta stretch a little, get your improv muscles going. Boom lay. I've heard it called What Am I Thinking?
Okay.
Or what am I thinking of?
Okay.
Excuse me.
Pardon.
I think you can play it with 2 people. Sometimes there's a third, whatever.
Sure.
You can rotate around. We both count to 3 and then
think of something.
Think of a word.
Yeah.
Just a word. It could be a verb. Could be an action. It could be a place. Just a thing.
Are we gonna say it on 3?
We say it on go. So we'll do 1, 2, 3,
go.
And then go. But we don't say go. Instead of go, we say the word.
Right.
Because it's not 1, 2, 3, go.
Fuck.
But we say a word.
I was never good at math, bro. Okay. Yeah. No, I got you.
We say a word, random word, and then at the same time.
Yeah.
And then the next time we do 1, 2, 3, go again, and we try to say a word that is in the middle of those two things.
Yes.
So if I were to say ocean and you were to say animal, then the next one we would say whale.
Whoa!
We got it.
All right.
Perfect. Like that, but
All right.
hopefully it goes longer than that. That was a simple one.
We have to get like a really.
We gotta say some
with our
abstract
With our
words.
first one, we have to be super abstract with it.
Okay. But I think that's it. We just do it until we stop.
Yeah, until they shut off the podcast.
Yeah. There will be a hard edit in the middle of this.
I don't know. There won't be. Cause probably not. I'll tell you right now. 1, 2, 3. Shoe.
Parakeet and shoe.
We have to go right into it.
Parakeet
We
and
can't think about it for too long. 1, 2, 3. Cockatiel.
Birdcage? Okay.
1, 2, 3. Robin
House.
Williams.
Okay. House and Robin Williams.
Got it. Oh, I got it. 1, 2, 3. Mrs.
Mork and
Doubtfire.
Okay, we're right there though. I got it.
Fuck. I don't know, man. 1, 2, 3.
Patch
Comedian.
Adams.
Dude, if I knew
was
the
gonna
name
keep
of
going.
that, if I knew the
Sorry.
name of that movie, I would have said it because
Okay,
I
but-
couldn't think of that name.
I mean, can we? Well, Patch Adams and comedian. 1, 2, 3.
Robin Williams?
Okay, I was gonna ask if we can repeat.
I wonder if
we
we
haven't
can.
said that
I
earlier.
assume we can.
Probably. I
Yeah.
never said it.
Sure. Okay.
Okay, that's one round though.
All right, fresh start.
I
Fresh
don't know
start.
anyone else in that movie, so
Yeah, no, me neither. Couldn't tell you. 1, 2, 3.
Gordon
Light bulb.
Ramsay. Gordon Ramsay light bulb.
1, 2, 3.
Pilot
French.
light.
French pilot light. Got it. Oh,
Okay.
I'm all in.
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
Oven.
Dutch oven. Okay, there we go.
Okay,
We got
Dutch
oven. We
oven.
got oven. I don't know why I said Dutch, dude.
They go in ovens. I think that counts.
Sure, that works. I think
We
oven-
said the same word.
Yeah, that would work. That would work on an app game, I think.
Yeah.
Like
The
an app
New York
game would-
Times up.
That would good. All right. Let's do one more.
Okay.
Wait. So how many times did we? So the thing is
We got 2. Oh, but it
In
didn't
2
count how
times?
many. The first one was like 7.
we did. Well, yeah.
something.
The first one was.
The second
okay.
one was 2, 3.
was light
2 or 3.
bulb,
And then pilot light and something.
then oven.
and French. Pilot light and French, and then oven, Dutch oven. So
Yeah,
it was like
so 3.
Yeah.
1, 2. Yeah.
That
Perfect.
seems good.
That seems pretty good. All right. I gotta think of something random.
I got one.
Me too. 1, 2, 3.
Big
Mac and
Naturals.
cheese. Dude, mac and cheese and big naturals. I mean, come
that's
on.
good. We
I
can
mean,
start.
I think that's the name of this episode too. Come on. I mean, what else you need on a Saturday night? You know what I'm saying? Like DoorDash some mac and cheese. Open up the big naturals tab.
Yeah.
Okay.
We got it.
All right. 1, 2, 3. Chicken
Milk.
breast. Chicken breast and milk.
Okay.
Oh man. All right. 1, 2, 3.
Protein.
Sauce.
Protein
Protein
sauce.
sauce. 1, 2, 3.
Shake.
Shakes. I just waited for you to say it. I just waited for you to
You know,
say
that's
it.
fine.
I didn't have anything
Yeah.
locked and loaded, dude. I just was like,
I
shakes.
could feel you waiting for me to start in the air.
I was like, I didn't have anything locked and
There's a
loaded.
palpable tension.
Dude, that's so funny, dude. Oh man,
That's silly.
If we ever
That's silliness.
when we
And if
get,
there's 3 people, you can like
Oh,
just
yeah.
swap around and stuff. There's a
We're-
lot of improv games you can do with 3.
we're gonna get
if you add
we'll
another person in.
we'll do a third person. I might rearrange the mic and have it like kind of in the middle of you and somebody. So
Yeah.
that that'll be on the horizon
Yeah.
for sure.
There's another one where you do a scene, and it's more improv stuff. You do a scene in like 30 seconds, and then you do a scene and that same scene in a minute and stretch out, like add details throughout it. And
Oh,
then
hell
2 minutes. 2 minutes is kind of the high end. Or you can do it the other way where you start at 2 and
Go
condense it
down.
and go down to like 5 seconds.
I like
They're
expand.
kind of funny.
I wonder which one I would like more. I think I would like expanding it.
Yeah, because it's harder to mess up. It's all callbacks throughout it.
Yeah,
Kinda.
if you're condensing, you just cut things.
Yeah,
But
Yeah.
expanding, that sounds fun.
those are fun. That's hard to do with 2 people though, because there's a lot going on.
Sure. Okay, so before we wrap up, I got one more note on here. And you wanted to ask me a question. You actually wanted to ask me 2 questions.
Yeah, I had 2. Which one of those 2?
Either one. I mean, just do
Okay.
them both.
Okay.
Somehow segue into the other one with it.
Yeah, we'll get there. We'll get there. What is your fursona?
What the fuck? Okay, so explain.
Okay.
Explain what a fursona. Explain what a fursona is.
If you were a furry, if you really liked dressing up in humanoid animal, like anthropomorphic animal suits,
Right.
like full, you've seen them.
Oh yeah.
You know what a furry
You know what
is.
we're talking
We're in
about.
2024. Everyone knows what a furry is,
Sure.
but not everyone knows what a furry is. People like dressing up in furry costumes of usually OCs, characters they create. They create a little dog guy and they like the character and they make a little dog suit to wear.
Yeah. There's nothing.
And then there's that character.
There's never anything sexual about it.
It
It's
is
very
Absolutely asexual.
It's sexless. Yes, absolutely. Okay, so
It can be sexual. It's not always sexual though.
Are you
Some people
sharing-
just really like being little cartoon characters and dancing
Yeah.
around and stuff. It's
And-
honestly mostly wholesome.
mostly,
and
I would say it's like 90. Well, 90s pretty generous. It's mostly wholesome.
it's mostly wholesome. We'll see. Yeah, we'll stop there.
Okay, so
But their fursona is their character they've created, and in a broad sense, if you don't have like a
avatar.
specific name for your guy, you're just like, oh, I'm a kitty cat. My fursona is a kitty cat.
So yours is a kitty cat.
Mine is a Canadian lynx.
Fuck, dude.
If I was a furry.
Honestly, that's the hottest thing you could have said. Like you could have said. I'm fucking turned on, bro. Dude, fucking relax.
I'm not a furry. I don't
Please
have a
relax.
suit.
I'm turned on. Okay.
But what would your fursona be? What kind of animal spirit do you feel like what's your spirit animal is almost the same question.
I think the key thing to remember is that it would be more aligned to that it is a furry animal.
Yeah,
Like, I want to go
because
like turtle.
If reptiles are scalies. So if you're
God.
if you want to be a lizard guy,
Yeah.
You're a scaly.
Sure they are.
I'm sure birds are featheries and there's
Dude,
slimies
I
out there
got-
probably. The slug guys.
If you're a furry that listens to this and you want to be on the show, I will not make fun of you. I will genuinely give you like a full interview. That sounds awesome.
Yeah, dude.
But
I
I
want to
do-
be there.
I
The
do think it's
suits-
funny as hell.
It's silly.
Yeah, it is.
But
so-
they're fun people. Like they're dancing
I'm
around and stuff. They
yeah.
get in. It's like cartoon world.
Yeah,
they
they get-
the suits are very hot. It's
Yeah,
like
dude.
real fur suits.
I can imagine like
it's like a mascot. I mean, it's
doing-
just mascots.
but like-
Mascots are furries.
Yeah,
like for
yeah.
basketball games.
You're absolutely right. Absolutely right. Okay. Okay. My fursona is I think it would be I think my fursona, like, it's not, I don't really like gravitate towards this animal in real life, but I
Yeah.
think my literal fursona would be like an English bulldog, like very
Okay.
very jowly and
Okay.
like talks like this all the time. And
Yeah.
I think that is literally, if I was to be put into a fursona game, that's
Like
just
the-
what would if I was put into a machine, it would spit that out.
Yeah.
probably.
Wasn't there a
With like a pot belly, it'd
didn't
be awesome.
Dare have a dog mascot like that, like a bulldog guy?
Probably. That's kind of what I think.
You're the Dare dog.
So
the Dare dog. No, Dare had a lion at some point. But that was a furry.
There's some bulldogs.
There's like McGruff the crime dog or Scruff the crime dog or something, but I think that's like a
I've got this story where this guy in a bulldog costume, like
hound.
he was just like, "Hey man," and I was like 12. I was like, "No, I'm just kidding. I'm just
it was
kidding."
Chuck E. Cheese.
He was like, "Yeah, it was pretty awesome." I was like, "You're not a mouse. Why are you working at Chuck E. Cheese?" Yeah, it would probably be a bulldog.
Dog. I feel like
Potbelly.
90% of furries are dogs or
Br-
wolves.
British.
They all go to wolves.
Yeah, they love
because
that.
it's like
I
the
love that-
best dog.
That wolf feet, and they're just like, and it's kind of like a
eating dog food with a leash on,
Oh,
and it's
man.
totally not sexual.
not not sexual at all. The absence of sex. Well, that about wraps it up for today. Any last words, fucking Lucas?
No.
All
I
right.
don't think so. You can look at my Instagram
Yeah,
if you
check
want.
out Lucas's
It's,
Instagram. Send Lucas some
It's
love.
my name. He'll probably tag it.
Yeah, I will.
But
I will definitely
I
tag it in
do.
a
I
bunch more.
post food that I make every once in a while
Yeah,
on there. I barely
awesome.
post anything else. I post like once a month, but that's the only thing I'm on really. So
And I hope you like him because he's going to be on here a lot.
yeah, I'm not leaving.
Yeah, because I don't have an infinite amount of people, and so he will be filling in those slots.
Yeah.
a lot. So yeah, hope you like Lucas. Please comment. Now that I actually get like YouTube comments and stuff now, like
Yeah, shout out YouTube.
yeah, what's up YouTube? Please, show some love to Lucas in the comments, and
Yell at me,
that'll be awesome.
argue with me. I'll be there. I'll
And-
argue with everyone.
Just as we wrap up the show, don't leave quite yet. There may or may not be something tagged on to the end of the episode. We'll see. We'll see in post, but
We'll see what happens.
I'm throwing that out there. Don't forget to like, follow, subscribe, rate 5 stars. If you want this show to grow and be bigger and better every time, I really, really need my Wimp Nation to share it, to share the show with anybody that'll click on it. Anybody that'll give me some clicks.
Wimp Army strong.
Wimp Army. Yeah, dude. But to those that have been following since the beginning, those of you that are patrons, thank you so much. You're making all of this possible. Makes me pumped to do it. And anything else?
No, it's fun. It's fun. I'm glad to be here.
It's fucking
Glad
awesome.
to be a part of it.
Don't forget to spay and neuter your pets, even the furry ones.
Even yourself.
And good night. Fuck.